Alright, here we're asked to find the volume of a sphere with a surface area of 196 pi inches squared. Okay, so what did they want here? They want the volume of a sphere. And if I look in my notes, the volume of a sphere has a formula of 4/3 pi r to the third. We're asked to find the volume of a sphere, but in order to do that, we have to know radius, because that's the thing we need to find the volume of a sphere is the radius. Problem is they didn't give us the radius, they gave us the surface area. So this is going to be a two-step process where we really actually solve two problems to get to our final answer. Okay, our first problem is to find the radius. Okay, and we're going to find the radius using the fact that the surface area is 196 pi. All right, the surface area of a sphere has the formula, it's equal to 4 pi times radius squared. Okay, our surface area is 196 pi. We're going to substitute into our surface area formula the part we know, which is the surface area S. So this is 196 pi. It's equal to 4 pi times the radius squared. We want to solve that equation for the radius. The first thing I'm going to do is divide by pi, because it's multiplied by pi here. Notice when I divide by pi on the other side, like I'm supposed to, they cancel on both sides. Makes it a little nicer. Now I have 196 equals 4 times the radius squared. Okay, well, we want to get r by itself, so it's times 4. We're going to do the opposite of that and divide by 4 to remove it. Now I have the radius squared is equal to 49. How do we get rid of a squared? We take the square root. We take the square root of both sides. The square root of 49 is 7. Okay, so we've solved the first part of our problem. We found that the radius was 7. Now we're going to use that to answer the question they actually asked, which was to find the volume of the sphere that has a radius that has this surface area. So we found our radius was 7, and now we can come up here and use it in the formula for volume to answer the question. So the volume would be 4/3 times pi times 7 to the third power. Do 7 to the third power. 7 times 7 times 7 gives me 4/3 pi times 343. Oops, I left my 3 off. Okay, now I'm going to take 4/3 times 343. Again, what that would look like, you could go 4 times 343 and then divide by the 3. When I do that, I get 457.3, and I still have my pi. I haven't multiplied that through. So this may be the answer if they wanted the answer in terms of pi. If they wanted it rounded to the nearest tenth, then we would go ahead and go times pi, and we get our answer rounded to the nearest tenth would be 1,436.75, rounds up to 8. Okay, so they gave us the surface area and asked us to find the volume. We had to use the surface area to solve and find the radius. Then we substituted that into the formula for volume and were able to answer the question.